get back to what y'all fucking assholes are talking about, man.
There's chances of a girls out there with like a low body count, but the thing is for you, realistically.
Welcome back, by the way.
Welcome back. Realistically, Randy, you're not gonna get what you want. There's a chance that you'll get what you want.
So, as a dude living in 2023 and going on, I'm not allowed to get what I want.
No one's saying
because when we gave you the ultimatum,
but the girl
wasn't allowed to get what she wants.
But I'm supposed to accept society's standards.
No, you just
of
have
what
to
women are today.
Nobody's saying accept society standards.
Because I definitely do not want to accept that bullshit.
But nobody's saying to accept that. But what you have to accept is the options. That's what you have to accept.
But those options are based off of society standards of what the information they fed women are.
Yeah, but not all women are the same.
Of course not, but a lot of them follow what they believe that's on the internet and on social media.
Yeah, but we're not saying to go with the one.
That's what I'm saying. I want a girl that's self-aware. I don't want her to listen to that kind of bullshit.
So how?
I want her to make her decisions outside of listening to that. Okay, so go out in daily life and actually look around and pay attention instead of just jumping to the next motherfucker.
So if a girl has like a 5-6 body count, she doesn't pay attention to the social media.
Okay.
And she likes the feeling of having sex, right? Per se. Right? That's what she likes. She's self-aware. She knows that, I'm having sex, but she's not following this media. But her body count is under 10. Could you talk to her?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yo!
What's the problem?
You gotta end it there.
What's the problem?
You gotta circle back around. He needs to watch this and review.
No.
I don't understand. I don't understand. Back it up.
Okay, so...
Back it up then. What am I missing? I'm so dead ass. What am I missing?
I don't think he's self-aware.
I don't think you're self-aware. You're not self-aware, Randy. You're not self-aware. You are not.
So explain it.
Because you remember, your point is that, I need a girl that's self-aware, that's not listening to society and all this type of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So if a girl that just likes having sex has a body count under 10, not paying attention to social media or any of that media stuff.
Likes to have sex, a body count under 10.
Yeah. And she's not paying attention to social media.
Okay.
But she likes to have sex. She's self-aware. She knows that she's having sex. And you.
But if she likes having sex but her body count is low, what am I missing?
The part you're missing is your social media. You're the society. That's the part you're missing. You said, I don't want a girl that's listening to that. So if a girl that's listening to that and a girl that's not listening to that, you're not going to talk to the girl that's listening to society who has under 10 bodies. But you're going to be okay with the girl that's not listening to that with the same amount of bodies as somebody who's listening to it.
Which is also not fair because you're also on social media listening to that same stuff. So you want a girl that's essentially living under a rock.
No, that's not what self-aware is.
But she can't be self-aware.
No, you know what's going on social media, but you don't pay attention to that kind of shit.
That's the point that I'm making. The girl that's not paying attention to that knows what's going on, that's still having sex, has a body count under 10, but she likes having sex.
Wait, hold on. How can you know what's going on but not be paying attention to it?
Because you actually can choose better.
So it's not about paying attention to it. It's just about knowing what's right or wrong.
Yeah.
So what if a girl is fully aware of the society standards of women, but she doesn't follow that?
She doesn't follow that. And she just likes having sex.
Is she still self-aware? Is she still self-aware?
If she just likes having sex and she knows what it is, she's self-aware.
But she knows what's right and wrong.
And so
wait. I need to understand this clearly.
We're getting it. We're getting it.
You already got him. I need to understand this clearly. I need to understand it clearly. Go through it again.
So you said you'd want a girl that's not paying attention to society or following. Making choices.
Let me fix that part then. If that's confusing, so it's based on the choices. If you see what the bullshit is out there, you just gotta choose better. Don't follow other girls. Be a leader. Don't be a follower.
Of course, but what if she? So what if she just likes having sex and her body count's under 10?
And the body count is under 10. Then what's the problem? If it's under 10, what's the problem?
I think he needs to sleep on it.
What am I missing?
Because okay, all right. So now you keep that in mind. Now a girl, right, who has 10 bodies that's following what the media, or following what other girls are doing on social media.
Why is she following them? Why are you believing that shit?
But you're missing the point here.
What am I missing?
You're missing the point. Remember the first girl that we said. this girl has 10...
The only issue I see is that she likes having sex.
Yes, but she's not. But she knows this. So she knows the media.
But chooses better.
Chooses better having sex, right?
Okay.
Now the girl that is following media still has the 10 bodies. You would not date her.
Cause she follows social media, fam.
But so do you.
Not like that, bro. I don't subscribe to a lot of this bullshit that's on social media. I can choose better.
So
if she's following social media like that, she can't make better choices. Meaning that she's gonna make more mistakes down the line.
But if she has 10 bodies and the girl that doesn't follow, that likes to have sex, what are the chances of her, because she likes sex, going over that 10 count? Because she likes having sex.
Yeah, she doesn't know any better. She's like, oh, I see these girls on social media that's, you know,
but if she knows how to choose better, then that wouldn't happen.
But
what do you mean? She likes to have sex.
But you wouldn't know what to choose if you don't know what's right from wrong. And
she
without
likes to have sex.
without the social media.
Randy,
bro,
I'm telling you, you need to change your view. It's so unrealistic.
How?
It's because because the way you're talking about a woman, you're literally talking.
Do you not hear the shit that's out there, fam?
Yes.
I don't want that shit.
No, but you're literally.
I don't want that shit. I hear some of the wildest shit on the fucking internet. I don't want that in my life, fam.
Bro, you're describing a Build-A-Bear.
How the fuck am I describing a Build-A-Bear? Just choose better, fam. It's not hard to choose better.
Oh, and of course, fair enough. But if she has 10 bodies and a girl that's following social media has 10 bodies,
why are you giving me specific scenarios where I have to choose one?
Because it falls down to what because your main thing was social
I don't understand
media.
why I have scenarios where I have to choose one or the other, and you not understand the overall point I'm trying to make.
Those are the choices that we have in this day and age.
So choose better. It's not hard, nigga. The fuck you talking about? Choose better? You can't choose better? You surround yourself with a bunch of dumbasses that you don't know how to choose better from them?
But she still has the same 10 bodies as the girl that's choosing better.
Fuck that scenario! Okay?
So bodies is not...
Fuck that scenario!
So bodies are no longer important to you.
Oh my god. This nigga's making me sick.
So now bodies... So let's get this straight.
This nigga's making me sick. I'm not making nothing straight like that, bro. Choose the fuck better. It's not fucking hard.
So bodies is not a thing then. It's just about what they're choosing then. That's it. But you know...
That's not what the fuck I'm talking about.
You just listed out so many different things.
Why are you making it so specific, knowing that life is not specific like that?
We're going off of your words, what you said, Randy.
What I'm trying to tell you is it's not hard to choose better and have self-love and self-respect for yourself.
Okay.
That's not difficult.
Okay, so
why are you bringing in bodies into that shit then? If a girl knows how to choose better, the bodies wouldn't be high.
So self-love, right? So the girl that loves to have sex has 10 bodies. Is that self-love or self-respect? Because she has 10 bodies? That's
not self-love or self-respect. Because you would have chose better.
She likes having sex.
That's beyond me.
Hold on. Couldn't she say the same thing about you, who has body count?
Who said mine was high?
No one said it was
high. It doesn't matter if it's high or not. You still have more than 5. Okay. It doesn't matter. That could be 6, 7 different people. So why didn't you make better choices?
I did. It's just that they switched up.
So it's them, not you.
It's them, not you. We got it.
Yeah,
we got it.
That's what I'm waiting for.
We got it. Wrap it up. Checkmate. We got it. Wrap it up. Checkmate. Randy, you want your views and your points. You literally walked in on a checkmate. You walked in on. Checkmate.
Get out of here, dog. What are you talking about, bro?
That's him dropping his cane.
The shit that I'm listening is just like, you just gotta understand what's around you. Like, if you're a woman on this planet and you just don't get what's going on around you, and you're lost and you're agreeing with what other women are telling you, and you're not stopping to think about shit.
But what if she doesn't just want to do what she wants to do?
Then stay the fuck away from me.
But okay, there's a lot of if it's and buts in here, but so I don't think we're getting anywhere. I think he needs to sleep on it, and we'll come back to this.
Like, every example I said, you're trying to put that back on me. I'm just trying to say what it is at the end of the day.
You're saying what you want it to be, but what did I see? There's something that I learned at work. There's a saying: the story that we tell ourselves is not the actual story. The story that you're telling yourself in your head is not a realistic
like, listen,
story.
there's things I
then
want,
that's
but like,
I'd have to stay away from these motherfuckers.
Like the way you're telling, the way you're making, you're talking, you're speaking like, yo, this table is blue, it's black. The way you're speaking is, yo, this table is blue, but realistically,
you wanna know why I'm thinking like? You wanna know why I'm really thinking about that? You wanna know why I'm thinking like that?
Why?
Cause the last fucker.
Oh my god, that's just not her fault. That's your fault too.
that should be unwrapped later. That's a.
We unwrapped that.
We did not.
We didn't even fully unwrap.
We did not.
Oh, okay.
But that's takes two to duo. That takes two. And it lasted so long.
I'm not saying that I was perfect in that shit. No. There's things I could have worked on. But you got me fucked up to think there's not things on the other side that was supposed to be worked on. But you understand,
that person... See, now take this in. That person that you got with...
It's not hard to be self-aware, man.
No, of course. But that person that you got
with...
Nick,
this girl believed random strangers, fam.
No, but
strangers, brother.
Yes, of course.
Over me.
She's my best friend. Of course, I know that. But...
Done lost her mind.
But you still... But again...
This broad just met me, and you tell me what...
But it comes back to... Oh, choose better. Why didn't you make a better choice?
Yeah, why did you choose her?
You know why?
You want to know why?
I'll tell you why. I tell you why I chose her. Lust.
No.
Yeah. No. No, that's not what we're gonna. That's not what we're gonna do. That's not, because if I bring up facts and proof, that is not what we were gonna do. You chose her off of lust at the end of the day. Because how did you guys meet? First of all, yup. And what happened before you guys got into a relationship? Yup. That was lust before being a committed relationship.
I didn't even know this relationship existed, so I can't say.
It's facts, and I told her the same damn thing.
I did the right thing in that relationship by keeping it on the lows. I don't want people in my business when it comes to relationships. What
do you mean keep it like you didn't?
I wanted because relationships that nobody knows about stay together longer. But that's apparently, if the more people that you bring into it, it's gonna fuck up the whole ecosystem of the relationship.
Of course, but
if you start believing outside references instead of looking within on the inside, what wagwan?
Of course, but here you also have to take this in. The character that she was in general is not the requirements that you want in a woman at the end of the day in general, and you still chose her.
So wait, your problem was like you didn't want to tell social media that you.
I just want my shit on the lows. Because you got to build on your shit.
No, but that's what
I stayed because I tried to.
Her characteristics, because she's my best friend.
Yeah.
Her characteristics do not fall into line with the type of girl that you want, and you still chose her after a lustful action.
Because I try to put in on a relationship by changing my ways and changing shit that made the relationship better.
What you did is you tried to change her.
I did not trying to change her, brother.
She tried to change you too. She tried to change you too.
She tried to change me more than I tried to change her.
Yeah, because
it got to a point where I stopped.
Yeah, but
I stopped. I do admit that I did in the beginning, but I stopped.
But again, but her characteristics of the type of girl that you want were not in line.
So okay, if you're in a relationship and you guys are going strong for a nice amount of time, does change not exist? And I'm not saying dramatic changes or anything like that. Of course. But do you evolve as people and become better?
Of course.
And become better.
So if we're gonna use that, knowledge, then getting with a stripper that can change is a very possibility, and you shouldn't count it out. But you're counting it out. So if you're
why can't I count it out? Why the fuck can I not count it out?
But if you're counting that out, then you have to count out the one that you were just in. Count that out. You said change is as a progression evolving during the relationship.
Why y'all gonna bring strippers into this? I don't even care about strippers.
No, but I'm saying.
The fuck y'all bring strippers into this shit like this shit is bond?
No, because
fuck strippers. Though. I don't want no fucking stripper in my life, bro.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is I was just.
But you keep bringing the bitch back in.
I'm using points.
Stop using a fucking point. Then it makes some fucking regular sense. You talk about strippers and hoes and shit all the time. Niggas talk about women.
Because we said change. You said change, right? That was my main thing. So change, right? You said change can happen in a relationship. So if a person dates...
But why do you always go to the dramatic side of strippers and hoes and shit?
Because those girls are because that like, a girl having a multiple bodies and doing stuff like that is kind of in line with the one that
Stay the fuck away from me then!
But you dated somebody that agrees with that lifestyle!
That count was not high either.
No, it might not have been high, but she agrees with that lifestyle. She knows that lifestyle and agrees with it.
I was trying to be in it so we can evolve together and be better people. I'm trying to be on top of the world and shit. I'm trying to evolve to get to that point.
Yes, but
it went left.
It went left because you weren't what she wanted, and she was so. If you were not what she wanted, and she was not what you wanted, what you guys believe that you guys could evolve off of an encounter.
Yeah, so you guys were in a relationship. It went well. Things went left, so you guys broke it off. But then that doesn't change the fact that the body still happened.
The body still happened.
So you can't be saying that people just need to make better choices because you thought at the time you made a better choice. Fast forward X amount of time, you guys were together, and then things went left. You can't tell yourself, well, I should have made... It's easier to say it, yeah, you should have made a better choice, but at the end of the day, you already made that choice.
You already made that choice at the end of the day.
So whether it was like your 10th body or your 20th body, it's still a mistake you've had to make in order for you to grow as a person. And this is what I was telling you before. How do you know what you don't know without making those mistakes? Without going out into the world?
Yeah, but you're aware though. You knew that she did not agree with that. Your type of lifestyle, but you still got with it because you thought you could change it.
I don't understand how you don't see the vision though. From what I'm trying to say,
the vision
That's what I'm
is
saying.
you're trying to grow with her. And how do people grow? People grow by you can't grow without change. Yeah. So initially, she would have to change to what you wanted in your vision. And you would have to change to what she wanted.
My vision was so vague.
But your vision and her vision were two different visions.
The vision that I'm talking about now was not the vision from that. My vision was vague as fuck.
Vague. Oh yeah. So
it was vague as fuck.
So now you know what
because it was a wide range of falling into that. The range was wide as fuck. Anybody could fall into that shit.
Yeah.
It's not hard. But that person didn't want to change.
But that could
also be the problem. It's too vague. Right? That's why you have to set specific goals sometimes.
But if I start putting in specifics, it's going to be a problem.
Because, like, for me, because, for example, I'll use my specifics. For me to
for this person, if I bring in specific shit, working out, and when I bring into the working out shit first, that made it a problem, so I took that out.
No, but you shouldn't have. That's
What do you mean I shouldn't have?
But that's your...
She didn't subscribe to none of that shit.
That's fine. Yeah, exactly. She didn't want to do that. So here's what you have to understand. When you get with somebody and you already see them not doing stuff that you like, and if you correct them, I had a conversation with this girl. I said, if that person really truly loves you and likes you, when you explain a situation or something that you don't like them doing or something you want them doing, if they really care about you, they will give it a try. Or if it's something bad and they really care and love about you, they would stop doing that, right? Now, if they do that for a little bit and then they go back to what they were doing before you guys had that conversation, then that person didn't really love or didn't really care about you like that. So if you see that, if at the beginning, the early stages, you see the person is not going to change and is not budging, then what you should have done realistically is said, yeah, like, this has to end right then and there. That's what you should have done. Because at the end of the day, she didn't care about... She cared about you changing it to a degree, but she also didn't care about so much. She cared... She loved you for who you are, to a degree.
Because that confuses everything. When women say that shit makes no sense.
Nah, you can't say just women. Guys say that too.
Of course, but when it comes from a woman, it makes no sense. It comes from a guy, it makes sense.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why does it make sense coming from
I love you for who you are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit confused the fuck out of me. Because what the fuck does that mean?
She likes you for you.
She likes me for who I was at that time.
Yeah, so you've changed.
I barely changed through that shit, bro. I was evolving and I'm subscribing to the shit that she's saying, but in terms of like overall change, I barely changed.
So you didn't change, she didn't change, so what happened?
Honestly, I don't even know anymore, dude. I don't even know.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah,
but
you guys weren't in line. You guys were the two characteristics. You guys. She has her idea of a type of guy in her head, and to a degree, you did not match that, and you had an idea of a type of girl in your head.
Yeah, it just didn't work out.
It just didn't work out.
So
that's what it is. And the thing is, it's so they're so bitter towards each other. Like to this day and age, like it's actually bad. Like he I swear hates her with her guts, and she like dislikes him with her guts. Like it's just like it's literally all because of they just weren't the perfect match for each other.
Which is fine.
It's just the fact that it went on so long. It should have been cut out at the beginning.
But sometimes you're just blinded by
By
by love or whatever you want to call it, right? Sometimes you're like, you know what, this is gonna work out. This is gonna work out. You give it your all, and then at the end of the day, it doesn't work out. So what's wrong with that? Again, it's a learning process.
It's a learning process,
right? And again, whether that was like your 5th girl or your 15th girl, you're still learning.
You're still learning,
right? You're not gonna find the one right off the bat. Again, no offense to you, you said you have more than 5 body count. Why? What happened to the first one? Why didn't it work out with the first one?
Why didn't it work out with the second?
Bitch lied.
Okay, but you don't actually have to answer the question. But like, what I'm saying is like,
bitch lied.
It's a progress.
It's a progress.
It's life, right?
I don't even know what to tell y'all no more, bro. I don't even know what to tell y'all.
We just gave you so much knowledge.
Yeah.
You just have to...
What knowledge?
We gave you knowledge. We dropped bars on you.
Yeah.
Bars on bars on bars.
It's okay, we can unpack this. We can unpack this.
Okay, yeah. Hey, I didn't mean I thought. You're right. But, yeah. No, like...
Nah. I personally don't think y'all drop bars.
Right now, you're in the delusional stage. You're not...
Delusional?
Ooh, another time.
No, about what he said.
Go. Go. You said you gotta go. Go.
I don't want to just like...
Why not?
I gotta go. I'm sorry,
everyone. Take care. Take care of
yourself.
yourself.
That's me and you. I do have to go, though.
You have someplace you gotta go. You gotta go.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry. I got you.
Yeah?
I got you.
You ain't got shit, bro.
I got you.
You ain't got shit. Enjoy. Take care.
Wait, this is never gonna happen, is it? Ever again?
No, it will.
No, it will.
It will. 1,000%.
It will. Don't worry.
Alright, see ya.
Take care.
He spoke facts. He spoke nothing but facts.
Look. For that, what it was, the thing that I had in the back of my head is that I don't want to leave this as a statistic, as a fuck nigga, because that's not what I subscribe to. That's not the kind of person that I am. Okay? So as someone that does not want to subscribe as a fuck nigga, what do you have to do? You got to try and put in on the relationship. Am I correct?
But what's a fuck nigga?
A fuck nigga is a guy that just uses women. I'm not that person.
Yeah, but...
I actually care for women and respect women.
Of course, but in this case, between you and her, it was not a use. You guys both liked what you guys liked and wanted to do what you guys wanted to do. Nobody was using anybody. Nobody was using anybody.
Nigga, I told you at the end of this shit I felt used. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about in the first part of it. You guys, like...
I was far from using anybody in any kind of way.
That's what I'm saying. You guys weren't. That's what I said. None of you guys were using it.
That's what I'm saying. Look, the thing that happened at the end of the first time, you make outside voices clog your mindset and make you think that I'm a fuck nigga. I'm not no fuck nigga. And I claim that on my grave. I don't do that shit.
Yeah, no.
Because I believe in karma. If you act like a fuck nigga to somebody, that shit gonna return back to you.
Fair enough.
I make sure I do not move like that, but you let people believe that shit.
But the same way that you're saying that she had outside voices telling her a certain type of way. Maybe I
never had people like that telling me that kind of shit.
I know. Maybe she thinking that maybe you should have had outside voices telling you how you should be. But that's what I'm saying. She's saying why. Why? That's what she's saying. The exact same opposite. So what you're saying is that she had other outside people telling her something, and
you don't know these motherfuckers. How you gonna let someone that don't know you tell you about somebody?
But
it's the same way how I like to say, like, look, the one thing I'm gonna sound super crazy for saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Look, I'm gonna have to censor this too. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna have to censor this. I stay away from. And that's a valid point coming off of this shit.
Is it? Really?
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of...
It depends on the kind of woman that they are.
Yeah, but that's the same that we can say about... That's depending on the people that they are. And you remember that one of that person.
Because I thought about the same thing that you're saying, but I always say this: like, if you know what kind of environment that you're supposed to be in, that's the environment that you're supposed to be in.
Take in. You forgot one of those people that are a part of that outside group is in a long-term stable relationship.
You're not supposed to listen. Another thing, When it comes to relationships, no relationship is the same. You can take as many examples from other people as you want, but if you can't sit there and build together as it's supposed to be, it's not a relationship. It's a relationship, not a relationship.
No, of course.
Right?
But what I'm saying is that even, yes, every relationship...
This is not about we, it's about us. If you let it about we, you're going to fuck it up.
No, of course, but I understand. But even though not every relationship is the same, right? Them two people also had to grow. They might be different from you.
That's the thing.
Sure.
They grew, nigga.
Yes.
That's the difference.
Yes, they grew. And you know why? Do you know why they grew?
Why?
Because they communicated properly. And two, they had the same
Every
vision.
time I communicated, it was an issue. And yet they wanted to hear more.
Yes, but the way, but also too, your issue was the way you communicated, and that sometimes you didn't even communicate.
Because I had to stop communicating because everything I said didn't make sense. Bro, I'm going to censor this part out too.
Mm-hmm.
I said specifically, look. I said that. And it's like, oh, why it gotta be like that? Why does it have to be...
But...
Use your brain.
But the thing is, because that's how you felt about it, right? The fact that she disagreed.
But
with
it's
it,
true, nigga.
But yes, but it's true. It's true in your mind. And I agree with you about. I agree with you, but even though it's true in your mind. It might have not been true in her mind, which way you have to understand. So if it's not connecting at that point, then you have to cut it.
Race has nothing to do with it.
Nah, bro. Because you got me fucked up.
Race has nothing to do with how you feel.
You speak to majority black women, so that's where you're
and that's all I hear. But I don't hear. You know why? Because you know how I can tell? Because the marriage rates in these other women are significantly higher than in the black community.
True.
So don't come to me talking about these other women is saying that because they're still getting married at the end of the day.
Okay.
These feminists, these white feminists that black women are want to march for, they're the ones that still getting married, even though they're preaching to black women, hey, you don't need a man. They're going home to their husbands. This is how I know black women have been finessed with feminism because the feminists are married to their white husbands, while black women think they don't need a husband. True. So that's what I'm talking about.
Race has nothing to do with it.
I'm trying to avoid that shit, dude.
I get that, but in the same breath,
I don't want no girl like that.
Well, then if that's
because it causes issues.
Well, then if that's the case, then you should have never chose her in the first place. And if she wasn't...
I chose because I thought, based on what I'm seeing and what I'm understanding about this person, look, I like how she moved at the time. And the way she moved at the time was a lot different than what I found out later on.
Like what do you mean?
When I first got into this shit, the way that she was moving, I'm like, this is great. I like this.
What was the movement?
Just like an understanding person, open-minded. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden the mind started to get closed when you make it a we relationship instead of a relationship. She made that shit about we, nigga. The hell you talking about?
We like you and her.
No, we as the squad shit. As listening to random people type shit. I don't go out on the street and listen to what, oh yeah, you're right. I don't go out, like, for example, listen to Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
The way I have to pick and choose how this motherfucker talk is crazy. I don't subscribe to everything that he says, but this part right here that he said, yo, this is right. But everything else, I don't fuck with that shit. I choose what I'm listening to, right?
Yeah.
Because I know better.
But that could also be subjective because she might
that
be,
can't be subjective.
Because
fam.
she might be listening.
If you're subscribing to the things that are spewed today, fam, the backwards thinking, brother. If you subscribe to that shit, you're lost. You're lost. You gotta reassess yourself.
But she could be picking out things also from that.
But she picking out the wrong shit.
Wrong shit to you, right to her. Just like the stuff that you're picking out might be right to you, but wrong to her. That's why it didn't. Randy, that's what I'm trying to say. That's why it did not work. You guys' view.
So who's the backwards thinker then?
She could be the backwards thinker. In your eyes, she's the backwards thinker. In her eyes, you're the backwards thinker.
That is bullshit, my nigga. That's really, you really think that?
She believes that you're more closed-minded, and you believe that she's actually
more closed-minded, nigga. The one that listens to everyone. The one thing about me is that I will listen. But you'll be damned to tell me some bullshit where I see, like, look, You can't sit there like the video I just played just now. Is that not right or wrong?
Yeah, it's right. I agree with it. I get it to agree.
So am I closed-minded? Have I not assessed the situation and come up with a decision?
Yeah, but that's not my view. I'm talking about her view. It's not my view.
But you see how I have so many people on my phone that I will go like I listen to all the bullshit, but I know what's right from wrong, bruh. It gets a little ridiculous at this point. You're choosing the wrong shit to deal with instead of the right shit, the right path you're supposed to go down. You're going down the wrong path. I'm trying to say, look, you need to understand. Why I'm not talking right now is because what you're saying is not meshing with what we're trying to do, and it's lost. It got lost.
Yeah, because what you were trying to do was something that you wanted.
That's not necessarily what I want. I'm trying to make this shit better. I'm trying to make us evolve and go further as a relationship.
Yeah, but have you ever heard that saying of you're doing too much?
But I wasn't doing too much. Apparently, me talking was doing too much. Me not talking was doing too much. Apparently. Yet I'm trying to assess what's going on. I'm trying to understand what's going on in this so-called environment right here.
Yeah. But I think honestly, what it comes down to is character interest. Like, for example, the girl that I'm talking to, we had a conversation about their friend group, about her friend group, and I said they're using you, all this type of stuff. She argued with me for the longest time about it, saying I'm not gonna leave that friend group. I'm gonna be with them. Like that's that. And the friend group had no they didn't see her like I don't know, they didn't support her in the way that I'm going to and that I'm supporting her. They just were just having her around, right? Now, right? She argued with that view. Cool, that's fine. We had to leave it at she wanted to be around them. Next time we meet up, I ask her, how's that group going? And she's like, which group? I'm like, oh, that same music group or that group that same group that you're around. She's like, I don't hang out with them anymore. I cut them off.
It's crazy.
And that might not be because of what I said.
Regardless, she assessed the situation.
But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, like, my view on it, she did not agree with that.
But you can't be open to me that's been here for a minute.
But she wasn't open to my view on it. She
listened.
No.
Did she not hear what you said?
She heard what I said.
That means she listened.
Yeah, but she
did she not like what she heard? That's a different story. But she listened.
But she disagreed though.
Of course, that means she didn't like what you said.
Yeah, but
she still heard you.
Yeah, she heard me, but she did not. She had the choice to do that. She didn't. I don't even know if she made that choice because of me or made that choice because of her.
Regardless, she heard you.
She heard me. Yeah.
So regardless of where that choice came from, she heard you. No.
Yeah, but the fact that she was saying no, if it falls down to my choice saying, okay, do I want to be still pursuing a person that is disagreeing with something that makes sense? Because logically what I was saying is making sense. These people are just using you. So I'm like, do I want to be around somebody that cannot acknowledge that themselves? Do I want that? I could have said no and just cut it off completely. But no, I made the choice and took the chance that, you know what? You know, maybe she's going to decide to make better decisions on her own. You know, I just have to wait around and just be there for her. And what happened? Finally, that group's cut off, right? So, at the end of the day, it comes down to a choice and a chance. And you took a chance with somebody that did not fit your criteria as a character. We're not talking about the relationship part, the characteristics, because already that wasn't like the type of way that she was. That's not the girl that you wanted in general. That's not the girl that you wanted. You have to be realistic and honest with yourself.
Based on the video I just showed you, right?
Yeah.
Saying that black marriages aren't working and shit, right?
Yeah.
That was a thought in my head. So having that in the thought in my head,
yeah, I
stayed, right? Because you know it's gonna be hard for us later down the line because this shit getting worse.
Of course.
It's different when you black. Mm-hmm. This shit different when you black. I mean, I can't listen to any other motherfucker out there unless they black. You know what I mean?
that might, but
I can't listen to them.
But that might be a problem.
How's that a problem?
Because sometimes a lot of things that black people say, like for example, Andrew. Almost said the name. So the other friend sent me a video. About the way black people speak. And I'm gonna.
It's not even just like I'm not trying to make it racy. Like if you're not understanding the culture in general, I can't listen to you because I want to make sure I fix that. Because I'm not trying to be like any kind of racist or anything. I'm just like if you don't understand what kind of culture that we dark skinned motherfuckers come from, or light skin or whatever kind of like melanin skin that we have, if you don't understand that kind of culture that we come from, you can't even tell us about how we supposed to be. But yet they out here trying to tell us how we supposed to be, and I'm supposed to listen to y'all. Like you understand us? It's a little different. See, it's a little different, so I can't really fully subscribe to y'all.
See, that's the thing. The thing is, guys and girls don't understand each other, and that girl that I'm interested in, I had to understand from her perspective that that type of group are the only ones that are basically around her area and that understand her to a degree. I had to. The way I was thinking was trying to push my views specifically on her, and I should never done that. I should have just listened.
Yeah, here's the thing. I realized that part when I did that, and I pulled back fully.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, you're not supposed I told her, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. And she's like, do you want to push me away? And I'm like, no, I don't. I told her this. I said this. I'm like, listen. I don't want to push away, but I care about you so much that if what I'm saying is the truth and it ends up pushing you away, I'd rather push you away knowing that you're gonna improve in life than stay around and see you not improve. And that's one of the realest things somebody could ever say. And here's the video.
Not to bring race into it, but black men, why are y'all always letting us down when y'all go on these panels? Like, why? Serious question. I wanted to play what the black man had to say about what masculinity is versus what the cowboy hat wearing white man had to say about what masculinity is. Watch.
I'm a black man from the hood. To me, being a man is knowing when to be soft.
That's
Point number one is a man who walks with God. Point number two is a man who stands on principle. Point number three, which is a masculine man, is someone who is willing to sacrifice for point four the people that he leads. A true man is a leader. And number five, a masculine man is never a coward. That's a lot there. Yeah. Male and female matters. God gives you one of those identities, you take on that role.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're responsible for fulfilling that role. There's a masculine crisis because men are not taking responsibilities for the God-given roles that they have in society. And so when you take away the need to say, God made you this or God made you this, now you don't have to take responsibility for not fulfilling what
okay, now that's just going into the whole topic of identifying.
So you think I'm not the first nigga?
No, and to a degree, you're like a mixture of the cowboy and the first guy. Now, the problem here is this. What he was saying is a leader. I think what you're trying to do is you're trying to be a leader, but it's turning into a dictator. A person who, you might not see it that way.
How?
Because
how?
Because a lot of the stuff that you're...
What could I ever dictate from that shit aside from the beginning?
No, dictate as in, like, for example, wanting what you want. Like, a leader shows.
I barely got what I want.
I know. No, as a dictator, that's what I'm saying. You didn't get what you want, but you're trying to dictate towards getting that.
Dictate how?
By, like, for example, the workout stuff. That was one thing.
But I cut that off so fast, brethren.
You weren't supposed to cut it off. What you were supposed to do. Hey, here's
if it bothers you, you get rid of it.
No, but see, that's the thing. That's not dealing with the issue. That's just putting it to the side. Because at the end of the day, if you guys were to go on longer and get married, you're still gonna want her to work out. So you could throw it away in that moment, but then if you guys were to get married, that's gonna come back because that's.
I threw it away completely. It was out of the question at that point.
Nah, see, you might think it was out of the question, but it's not. What a leader would have done.
She got mad because I talked about myself working out. Yeah. For myself, not her.
Yeah.
I was done with that. You can be what you want to be, but me.
Yeah.
I care about my body, nigga.
Of course.
I cared about it.
Of course. Which is
when I lost all that weight, you think I didn't feel good? I didn't feel great.
Yeah.
I ain't feel empowered.
Of course, but
I wanted that back. Forget what she thought about. I wanted that shit back.
But I don't think you even noticed this, but something because she's my friend. Before she was not drinking water a lot or at all, and after you, she drinks way more water. Caring about her body. If you don't drink water and you're just drinking pop and juice all the time, that's not caring about your body. That's destroying your body, right?
What's your point?
My point is that you were showing her that water is important by you doing it yourself, and she started to get into it and learn more. And now she's doing it way more and way more. What I'm saying is that a leader, what I think what you should have done is communicated better. It
didn't work.
No
matter how hard I tried to communicate, that's why I stopped talking.
Yeah, but
I tried fixing the sentences, all that shit. Still went over the head. Still went out the other ear. So I stopped.
It's not even the sentence. It's not even. Remember I was telling you that it's not about what you say. It's about how you say it.
Even if it's how I said it, it didn't work.
I mean,
it didn't work. I'm trying to tell you.
I mean,
I tried multiple ways. It didn't work.
But I mean, what's your usual approach when you talk?
What do you mean?
How your usual approach?
It's not forceful. Nothing is forceful.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is subjective. Open-ended.
Fair enough.
It's not yes or no. Because I knew from the beginning that it wasn't good. So I caught it. That's what I'm saying. I caught it, brethren.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. My point is that if it was like this at the beginning, 3 to 6 months, you should have just cut it off.
And that goes back to the point that I made, that I had to make sure that I put in and try on this shit.
Of course.
Regardless of what the situation was. As a black man trying to figure out my situation out there, I'd have to try. And I tried. Mm-hmm. That's why I tell people about this shit. I can't say I didn't try. Because I definitely tried.
Well, one thing too that she made known to me, right? She's like, how is the moving out thing, the moving out situation.
Okay.
Right? She was very interested in that. If you were, that's...
I showed my interest.
I don't know, you said it was too, so you didn't want, apparently you didn't want to, and...
I didn't say no.
You didn't say no, but you said...
I didn't say no.
But...
You need to understand, the living situations are different.
Yeah.
This household, we it's different here. It's not whatever that was over there.
No, but
it's different from yours. It's different from Sean's. It's different from everyone else.
Yeah.
Everything in here is different. It's unique from everyone else. Meaning our situation can never be the same like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to take me a little bit longer to get out, because we gotta make sure everyone in here is taken care of before that.
That's
okay.
Fair enough.
Right now, you see that chair right there? Okay. The situation is different. The situation is different, which I try to convey. You guys don't get that shit. It's different here. It's gonna take longer. We gotta pay the bills now.
Yeah.
Okay, the situation is different. Y'all think just because this house look nice, and I kept saying this over and over, just because this house look nice don't mean we good. Just because it's off, we fixing up the place.
I didn't even know.
Because I keep my shit on the loose.
Yeah. Wait, did she know that?
I try to convey that the best way I can. I told a little bit about it. I don't want to share too much, because I want to make sure it comes to the right time for that shit to happen. Things take time, nigga. You can't rush. You're not supposed to rush this shit.
Of course. I get that.
You gotta take your time.
I get that to a degree. I get that.
Why you think I'm mad?
I get that to a degree.
I didn't want to rush. You gotta take your time. We all still alive. If you worry about death so much, stop looking into death so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't worry about death.
Yeah, I get that.
And another thing, you're gonna have to wait a long time before you meet my moms. Because trust and believe me, I'm gonna have to censor this part out too. Listen, you need to understand. like, it's gonna be a long censor beat from this point on, so just bear with me. You need to understand. This ain't regular around here. That's why I keep saying, just because this house is good, don't mean we good.
Yeah.
Now you're starting a little bit to understand my frustration and anger a little bit, are you?
Yeah, damn.
Okay then.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to make sure I'm trying to do better.
Yeah. That's fair. I'm in the same predicament.
Okay then.
But like at the same, like I'm in the same predicament too, so I get where you're coming from. But like I'm trying
time. You gotta take your time.
Of course, I'm trying to be better than my dad, 1,000%, because my dad just keeps breeding up people, right? But I'm not trying to create baby mamas, and
that's the last thing I want.
And even like
that's why I try even
with my mom had 3 different baby fathers. Right, and that's something that I don't want.
I don't want that in my future.
I don't want that in my future.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta build with the person that you with.
Of course, right? And I you know me. I'm all in for the building, but what it comes down to at the end of the day, is a person's characteristic. The person that I'm interested in, if I didn't see potential or see,
that's the thing. I did see the potential, my guy. I really did. A lot of y'all might not be able to see it either. But I saw something. There's something that I saw that was there. That I tried to maintain. Mm-hmm. I'm going to censor this part out too. I saw something there a lot of y'all motherfuckers did not see.
But they're my clothes. So I see potential in them too, but sometimes, even though you see potential in somebody, sometimes you just have to let them get to it. I think
that's what I'm saying.
But on their own. But that's what I'm saying.
That's why I stopped all that bullshit.
Yeah, but even her getting to that, you shouldn't involve you as being together. If there's
one thing I learned, it's look, when you're here and you in their face, you gotta take a step back to see your surroundings. That's what I did.
Yeah, for example, the girl that I'm interested in right now. When I first met her, there was her mindset, she was always down because people did not treat her correctly, and I really wanted to get with her at that time, and there was just so much that it just was not going to happen, right? And I couldn't force it. I had to let it be, right? And now there's a better chance now, and even though there's still other different issues involved, right? I'm gonna have to let it. There's something I'm gonna have to let it be, right? Until she makes that change herself. But what I can do is I can be there and build my way towards being with her, and her build her way towards herself. I can support her doing that. Now, if me and her get in a relationship now, would that be the best thing? It might not be the best thing, to be honest. Now, if I were to get with her, right, and we end a relationship, and then it were to end badly, then whose fault that is? I saw potential in her, but the potential might have been taking its time, and it might have not been the time for me to get with her. So I'm taking my time, and eventually I believe that we are going to get together, but timing, like you said, timing is key. But what doesn't make sense is if I were to get in a relationship with her right now, which is why which why she said no to even doing that with me when we were on our trip. Said no, I don't want to do that. She's like, I care about you so much, I don't want to do that. Don't want to ruin any chances or any chances of this actually happening or our friendship. They want to ruin it, right? So it's it's those type of things. It's I said her name.
Yeah, I'm going to censor that.
Yeah, so it's just she, even though you saw potential in her, that potential, it was going at such a slow progress that it was not worth your time.
It doesn't help with the environment that she's in either.
Well, I mean, she was thinking that even before moving down there. She was already getting into that type of stuff. before those people, right? She already
It
had.
just shows the environment, my nigga. Like,
I mean, her family back home is not like her at all. Nothing like nothing like it at all.
I don't know what to tell you, my guy.
It's just see, people need to experience, need to learn on their own, and sometimes being in a relationship at that time might not be the worst. And so I think even if she does have potential and she's getting better, the relationship was not going to be, because she was not at the stage of building into that person that you kind of wanted, or building into that situation that you wanted to create.
Keyword is build too, because trust me,
Yeah.
the last thing I was trying to do was force anything.
Yeah, but even if you weren't trying to force, she probably just wasn't ready to build
change.
Yeah, exactly.
She's holding herself back from changing.
Yeah.
And whose fault is that?
That's not your fault. That's her fault. But people change.
It's not just her fault. It's the environment that she puts herself in. It's holding her back.
Of course, but people change on their own. People change on their own timing.
Look,
whether it's
I did things that not did things, but I made sure to say the things and not say the things that would screw up the way of thinking.
Yeah.
If I'm not talking, that means I'm thinking about something that I personally do not want to say, regardless if you want to hear it or not. I don't want to say it, because that's out of respect. Mm-hmm. That's out of respect that I don't talk or say things like that. Mm-hmm. Of course, I can choose my words better, but at the end of the day, the female mind, if they're going to hear one little word that don't sound right, what I going to do? They're going to blow up the whole fucking situation.
Of course.
So I made sure, like, let me take my step back and understand what's really going on around here.
See, that's the thing. The problem is that the way women think and the way men think, we think differently, no matter what. The problem here is that we're not understanding each other. Is a problem. That's the like you might think that you were understanding where she was coming from, but to be honest, the way her mindset was, you did not. I don't think you understood.
I don't know if it's not her own mind just holding her back from seeing what I'm trying to understand.
That could be the case.
It's multiple things holding her back.
It could be the case, but she could say the same thing about her view to you.
Because she thinks I think traditionally. I don't.
No, but not even that.
I don't think traditionally, because I understand the fear that comes with that traditional mindset of people in the 80s, 70s, whatever.
Yeah.
But y'all need to understand that I don't empower myself for that kind of shit. I don't manifest that kind of shit. They do. They the ones that manifest that kind of shit by keep bringing it up. They keep bringing up this bullshit. I don't bring up bullshit, bro. I don't. Because if you want to push the shit forward, you don't bring that shit up. Yo, the manifestation is so crazy nowadays. It goes all the way down to the clothes that they wear. Yo, you keep talking about your mothers and your grandmothers and all this shit. I don't want what they had, but you dress like them. You're manifesting this shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, but she's also not nothing like her mom.
Beyond what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She sees the shit that happened in the past, regardless if it happened in the household or not. She sees the shit. You're manifesting by keep bringing it up over and over. The manifestation I'm saying is crazy.
Like she was bringing up like the traditional?
Yes, traditional. Don't like the traditional shit at all.
Yeah.
The manifestation because of that is crazy because you keep bringing it up even though you don't like it. So if you don't like it, stop talking about it, stop thinking about it, and find other ways to push this shit forward.
Yes, but we have to understand that the reason why is because of situations that happened in her life with...
I get that. Yeah. And you don't even need to bring that up. I understand that.
Yeah, but
guess what? The same shit happened here.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is that maybe you were doing things that reminded her of what that person in her life was doing. And that's why
she said it. She said it. I work security. Dude works security.
Besides that,
she brought that shit damn near broke me. I'm like, what the fuck you trying to kind of compare me to that nigga? I don't even move like him.
And honestly, I met him. He's a nice person. He just has issues up there. He just wasn't.
If there's one thing I always
He just wasn't there for the family as much as he should have. But there could have been bad characteristics that way he was doing that saw or felt like you were doing, which is why she kept bringing up, because he is a religious person. I said her name yet, fine. That he is a religious person, right? So a lot of those religious people are.
I'm not all the way religious like that. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, but
I'm really not.
Yeah.
I'm just able to understand what people are talking. Like, look, when I get my advice from my friends out there, and they're like, yeah, yo, you should go out there, you do all kind of fuck nigga shit, yo. If you want to get over this person, just start fucking around. I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid. I'll listen to you, but I'm not stupid.
No, that's not the way.
That's never the answer. I'm not dumb. I know better.
No, I did.
Yeah, and I try to tell you too. I'm not dumb, fam. I'm telling you, I know how to move on this planet. You just need to understand what's around you. It's not hard.
Yeah. But everybody sees life differently than another person.
Because you're blinded.
You can't force it onto anybody.
That's what I didn't do. I made sure not to force nothing on nobody.
Of course.
Which is why I took my careful steps at that time. Yeah. It just didn't work.
But that's the same. But there's careful steps for a whole year and something. That is a problem.
People wait so much longer, bro. The last thing I wanted to do was rush the shit, like what I said before. Because when you rush through things, you're not gonna get nowhere.
Of course.
I didn't rush, but somebody did.
Of course, rushing don't get you anywhere. But again, if you already have views and characteristics on how you want your person to be, like for example, the characteristics I want is the woman has to know how to treat me, how to treat others. Can she take care of
Those
her?
are definitely important.
Yeah,
Those are at the top of my list. But when I started learning other things, like definitely you gotta have your self-love, your self-respect is super key, and then you gotta be self-aware.
Of course. And my things were she has to treat others, treat me right, has to take care of herself, has to have wifey qualities, as in like she can cook, not for me, but if we're gonna have kids, be able to cook for our kids.
The craziest thing is when I brought up the cooking shit, dude.
Yeah.
I said it's not even about how well you can do it. It's about the effort that you put into it to create that plate. Because the energy will go both ways in a proper relationship. It's not one-sided like the traditional way. We live in a modern day where we're both going to have to do some work here. So why not that both of us can cook?
Because here's the thing. Because in her head, she did not want it to be subjected to the man. Because when I explained the same thing to her, and I said like she understood my point, she still was like, oh yeah, I don't need to, but. When I explained it to her that, I'm like, it's not just for us. It's for if we have kids, if we have a family.
Relationship in general. It's for your family, relationship, like whatever it is long term. Well, if you're really looking towards your future, you're gonna have to understand. You're gonna have to pick up some things that you're gonna need to do eventually. Yeah, you don't have to learn it right now. Eventually. You're going to have to learn these things because you can't be the same person that you are forever. That's impossible.
Of course, 1,000%.
You can't be that same person.
Fair enough, but she's going to be a doctor, right? So her mindset, because I heard her mindset is, oh, I'm going to have a lot of money, so I'm going to hire somebody.
That's not the answer.
Logically, that's not the answer. But that's the way she's thinking because she has that type of money. She's going to be making that type of money. So she's gonna do that. She's like, oh, I don't need. She's like, I won't need to cook because I'll have somebody do that for me, right? So you see, but even though that's not like to us, that's not the right way to think. That's how she's thinking. And
it's about what you're willing to do.
Of course.
Regardless, you have kids enough. Do you love yourself enough to just pick up a frying pan and say, "Let me just fry this egg"?
Yeah, I understand that, but some people...
That's the part of self-love. That means you're not loving yourself if you're not taking the time with yourself. And by doing things like that, regardless if it's cooking or not, if you're taking the time for yourself, that means you're loving yourself. If you're not taking the time to do simple things like that to take care of yourself, do you love yourself?
Of course.
Do you?
But if she has the money to pay for somebody to do that for her, make it for her, she just has to lay in bed, breakfast in bed from the server. That's still her. That's still her loving herself. She's treating herself.
That's not self-love, my guy.
What do you mean? She's treating.
That's not self-love.
When you go to a masseuse, you can't massage yourself. You have to go to somebody else to do something for you, right? To give yourself a massage.
No, that's different. When it comes to actually having a place where you can't read, you need someone. I'm talking about something that you can do.
But there's a whole bunch of items that could reach those places that someone could do that you can go out and buy and do that for yourself.
It's not the same though.
It might not be the same as the person.
It's not the same.
But of course, but it's still self-love. Spas, them going to get them or even their nails done, right? Getting nails done.
I'm not talking about the things that women need to do to make themselves feel self-love. I'm talking about the general shit that both of us need to do. Are you able to do this? Do you love yourself to say, let me stand in front of this stove and make myself something? That's a part of self-love.
But that's subject. That's what you think. That's subjective, because she might. I'm not. Because she thinks a totally different way.
It's subjective to people that can't cook. Or if you are able to cook, you would want to step instead in front of a stove instead of waste your money, regardless if you have it or not.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have time for yourself, okay, cool, that's a little different. But if you have time for yourself, you still gonna do that same shit? Not even rich people be moving like that. They do that when they don't have time.
I mean, they have butlers in the house.
That's cool, but they do other things. Butlers just don't cook.
No, butlers don't cook, but they bring them the food. They have chefs to do all that type of stuff.
Man. Don't get into lifestyles that you don't understand. That's what all I'm saying. Don't get into lifestyles that you don't get. Because trust and believe me, what you're seeing on screen is not true. That's all I'm saying.
A lot of it's not true for sure, but but that type of money that she be making as a doctor, that's a realistic possibility that can happen. So she doesn't feel like she needs to. She feels like she can have somebody else do it. Right?
It's beyond me at this point. I care less, man.
Yeah, but now
water or some shit. I don't give a fuck.
But now you know what type of woman you want, right? And obviously that's not the type of woman that you want.
Dude.
But
it's just like you get so lost. Why you want to lose yourself within yourself for? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you want to do that?
I get it.
Why you want to take yourself down a path where you know it's not going to bring you holy matrimony? It's not. I don't care what you say. From what I'm saying forward, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to bring you that.
Mm-hmm.
So why you want to take that path?
I said the same thing to them.
Then I'm narcissistic.
No, but
am I narcissistic?
No, no.
I've asked multiple friends after that bullshit that happened on the street. Am I that?
No.
No, the fuck you not.
No,
the fuck you not. Are you kidding me? These are the responses I'm getting. My head is fucked up because of that shit.
Yeah, you're not narcissistic, but you do have a view where what you believe is something that what somebody else.
When I talk to other people about this shit, it's like, why would they say that knowing that it's not true? I never said anything where it wasn't true. Everything I'm saying is true. Of course, I put it in a very respectful manner, and I made sure, these are things I'm supposed to say, these are things I'm not supposed to say. Let me say this instead of saying this. Why are you saying things are not true and now fucking with my head now?
Like, what do you mean? Like with what your friends are saying?
Yeah. So, no. What this person said on the day.
Oh, that you were narcissistic.
Yeah. Why are you saying things that are not true? Fucking with my mindset, my head. Now I can't get back to the way I was.
But it might have been how she felt.
I don't care, man. Even if I feel a certain way, I just know better. That's what I'm talking about. I just know better, fam.
Like, if you look up the definition of narcissistic, right, and read what it is, then you could determine if you're that or not. Narcissistic. Meaning. A person who has an excessive interest in or admiration of themselves. So...
As a person that gives to
yeah,
so many different friends, I give them the time of day, sacrificing giving out money, going out to places knowing that I'm tired, I need to go to sleep, but I take myself and I go and take that extra step.
Yeah, but you can do those type of stuff and still have a narcissistic mindset.
How?
Easy. The person I'm talking to is ex. Person, all he cared about himself. He's done a few nice
based
things.
on everything I said today.
Yeah.
In the second half, because I'm gonna have to break this up. It's a very long episode. I'm gonna have to break it up into 2 parts.
Yeah.
After when Sean left, all the shit that I said, do I sound like that?
No, like your view is not like it's. I feel like what you're saying is not narcissistic, but it's how it's coming off that makes it look like narcissistic.
It's beyond me at this point. It's beyond me. People, if you knew me, then you wouldn't say that. It's clear they know me.
Of course,
and then take the time too.
And that's 1,000% it was.
Bullshit.
1,000% it was. As I said, you guys did not. This is why I said what I said that the beginning part is so important. And a lot of times the beginning part that the same way that how you happened, a lot of other relationships end bad because of how that happened.
Not necessarily. I ain't gonna hold you.
No.
It's about what you're willing to do. I know what I was willing to do.
I guess so, but for example, the one that I'm interested in, she said no to me. I did it as a test, and I said, okay, so why why can't we just right now then, if we're both not looking for anything right now, why can't we? And she said, no, I wouldn't do that to you because I care about you the way you care about me, and I don't want to ruin a chance with you. She rather want to build and take it slow. She didn't even know that I still had a feeling and a crush on her from let's say that was maybe 6 years ago. She didn't even know that I still had feelings for her. She didn't even know that. She didn't even know.
Look, it's gonna be a long time, like the last time, before I get into some bullshit like that again. Because I really don't care.
But you shouldn't get into. But the thing is, you shouldn't get into. It's not getting into bullshit. See, that's where your mindset. You have to change your mind. It's not getting into bullshit. What you have to.
That was sure as hell was some bullshit.
Yeah, that was, of course. But then, what was the longest time before her person? It was high school, right? You told me it was high school, right?
I mean, there were smaller ones, but
but
they didn't count.
Those don't count. But an actual stable one before the one that you were just in was in high school.
It's gonna take a long time before I even get into another one like that, because me personally, I just don't care right now.
Yeah.
All the shit that I'm hearing from all these women, regardless if it's on the internet or what I'm hearing on the street or friend groups, what I'm hearing is just not it. I don't want no parts of this bullshit.
Of course.
Keep that shit away from me. I don't give a fuck.
But that's why you should look for what you want in a person.
I'm not looking no more. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't care. I really don't care. After this bullshit that happened, all the shit I tried, man, fuck this shit, dude. I don't care.
But was that the same thing you said after the high school one?
No, I really didn't.
So then why did it take it was like you said, how long from high school come to the time that you started, it took so many years for you just to get into one. Right?
Because I was still understanding what was in front of me.
So
and I thought I understood. Taking the time to myself to make myself better during the pandemic. Everyone saw that shit. Yeah. Everyone saw that shit. They're like, yo, is that you?
Yeah, but now now
I'm back to normal again.
But now after if you close yourself off for another long time,
I don't care, dude.
But you should, because it's going to affect your future.
Future's fucked already as it is.
No.
What am I gonna do now?
But there's no,
Future's fucked already.
You can make it. You can make what you want. You can make your future life. You can make what it is. Like the future is.
I sure as hell can make it by myself. I can make it what I want by myself. With all these women running around here doing all this extra bullshit, talking all this bullshit, man, fuck that shit, dog.
Yeah, but
stay away from me. I don't want that. But stay away from me. I stay away from you because I sure as hell will stay away from y'all. I'll tell you that much.
Of course, but here's the thing, though. Nobody, like, I don't care what anybody says. Everybody can say this all they want. Oh yeah, I could live alone. I could do it. At the end of the day, no. That is.
I'll make sure it happens. Don't worry.
That is proven. That is proven factual. Everybody needs and wants somebody at a certain time. When you're saying that now, But if you hold off and when you get into your 40s and you realize, like, shoot,
if I'm 40 and I don't have nobody, that's a wrap.
No,
that's a wrap.
I know, but what I'm saying is, if you're gonna close yourself off, there's a chance of that there's a chance of that happening. No. You said you saying you don't care. You don't care now. Look at you're 28 right now.
I know what I am.
Exactly right.
I got what 12 more years till 40.
Till 40, but you have about 2 more years till 30.
Okay.
But like I don't think you understand. Like, if you think it's hard now,
I know it's gonna get a lot worse.
It's gonna get a lot worse. So if you close yourself off now, and then try to open up later on.
Who said I'm opening up? If it's a wrap, that's a wrap. That's it. I'm done. That's cool.
So then you don't want to have a legacy. If
I did.
No.
Dude, do you not hear the shit these women are saying nowadays, bro?
Of course, but you have to understand that's not every woman.
Well, I don't know what is going on. I'm in so many different environments, all over the place. My spectrum is wide, and I still hear the same shit.
Of course, but that's just because that could just be where your focus is. You could be focusing on so much of this type of woman. Stay away. For me, you could be focusing on that so much that it's making you miss out on opportunities. Like, for example, when I said for the longest time, I don't care if this one gets sense. From when I was younger, I said I will not be interested in a black girl. I don't want a black girl. Nope. I'm gonna stay away from. I kept focusing on staying away from black girls to go into other races, that I could have potentially stopped myself with other opportunities with black women. So that could be your issue. You could be focusing so much on the solution and not the process. Yes, there are women that are saying stuff that do not go into what we want, but you could be focusing on yourself so much, focusing on that so much that it's clouding your judgment and making you miss out on the women that are thinking the way you are.
I really don't care, dude.
But you're saying that now. What I'm telling you, every older person, they tell you when you get to that age, no, you don't want to be alone. Like, everybody says, oh yeah, you were born in this world alone, you'll die in this world alone. But that may be true, but it's going on in this life alone. It's when you go on in this life, nobody wants to be alone. That's why we have friends. That's why some people say close to family, because we don't want to be alone. So at the end of the day, you're gonna want somebody, and say this takes off, or your digital marketing thing takes off, right? And you make a big name for yourself, you're gonna want a legacy to leave behind, or you just want to stop at where you are. After you go, boom, that's that, done.
We'll see what happens, but honestly, man, most likely it's just gonna stop where it is.
Nah, you just gotta change.
I got plenty of brothers and sisters. They can deal with that shit, but I ain't gonna deal with that shit, dude.
Yeah, but they might have brothers. You might have brothers and sisters, but they are.
Listen, all the views that I have, all the family views and shit that I have, that shit damn near gone. I ain't gonna hold you. It's damn near gone, dude.
Because of the person that was not the right, that was not the characteristic, had the characteristics of the right woman for you. So you're gonna basically
that shit pissed me off to my core.
Of course, okay.
To my core. You don't know how mad I am, dude.
Of course, but I'll use this as an example. Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, they both got cut from soccer teams. Earlier on in their lifestyle, they got cut from soccer teams. You don't think that made them mad that they got cut from that? You don't think that, like, so many different people, so many different athletes, Michael Jordan, what happened to him? He got cut from his high school basketball team. Didn't make the cut at all. You don't think that made him mad? And look at him as one of the greatest NBA players to ever live. So you're gonna let this situation that happened ruin your mental and take away from you so much that it's gonna affect you in the future?
Probably, yeah. I ain't gonna hold you.
So then that's no longer a woman problem.
But a me problem, right? Yeah.
But that's what it falls down to.
It's what it is. I don't know what else to tell you, bro.
But that's why you need to change that mindset, Randy. Look, I'm trying to tell you.
I know for a fact, out of respect for my mother and my parents, I have to be with a black woman, bro. If black women are moving like this now, I'm good. I'm straight. Bye. That's a wrap.
But see, that's another thing.
Head out.
You're subjecting yourself to one race.
It's out of respect to my parents. Am I not supposed to respect my parents?
Of course you're supposed to respect your parents, but in the same breath, again, at the end of the day, this is what I say to a lot of Middle Eastern people when they try to get with black people. I said, listen, like, I get it about the religion for sure, 1,000%, and I don't want you to go against your family. But at the end of the day, it goes to anybody that's in a relationship. You're not dating their parents, you're dating that person. That's at the end of the day. So you're telling me if the right woman that you want is a different race from a black person, you're gonna from the black woman, you're gonna say no?
I don't even know. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know.
But the way it sounded like is that it's a no. So then you're gonna give up the perfect woman that you want for yourself. That's a different race. You're gonna give that up, and not because she's not black, because you want to honor don't respect your parents, but you want to honor it for respect to your parents' wishes. So then it looks like you're doing stuff for other people than yourself.
It's crazy, isn't it? But I'm narcissistic.
I get that.
I just need people to understand. Am I that or not? Because this person clearly believed that shit.
It might have been some actions. I don't know. I wasn't there the whole time, so I can't.
I don't know what fucking actions I did that make a fucking think like that.
I don't know.
I literally tell everyone this shit. They're like, no, the fuck you not. But for some fucking reason, this person does believe that shit.
I don't know. But even the friends that you told, they can't even speak on it either. To be honest, that much because they weren't there.
These are people that's known me since elementary school.
No, I know, but they might known you. But they have not been there for the relationship.
But they know how I move and act and how I treat women.
Of course, but they know how you treat women from that last woman in high school or the small situation. They
know about the shit that I go through. I pick and choose the information I share with people because I still want to keep my shit on the lows. So the people that I told that knows Wagwan, they're like, you fucking demented.
Yeah, but again, their view compared to like my view is more accurate because I am friends with both parties. I known you for a very long time. I known her for a very long time, and I known about the relationship and was basically involved in it in a bit. So my view is more factual than what the other friends are saying because they just know you. They don't know her. They know her on what you say. They don't know her personally. I know her personally, and I know you personally. Right? And I know the relationship personally, right? So what I'm saying is that you guys just were not compatible for yourself, and that's fine. But one thing that you should not do is make that relationship stop you from finding somebody good. And what you shouldn't do is subject yourself to that one race. I'm telling you. Because all you're going to do, Randy, is you're going to close off your options. And you might say, I don't care right now. I really don't care. But at the end of the day, you are going to care. You are going to care. Tell me. Take it from me. I care about you a lot. Like, you're like an older brother to me, right? So I want what's best for you. And it might not be a girl from the black race. It might not be. But you can't close yourself out. You can't lower your opportunities and close yourself off from that. You can't. Because all you're doing is setting yourself up for failure.
I don't know what to tell you, my boy.
Was the girl in high school black too?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Even though I have, I guess, like, elementary school doesn't count, but even though I have said like I was not interested in black girls at all, when I became interested in them at some point, I still haven't dated a black girl yet. Not that I didn't want to, none presented themselves at the time, so now that's a different case. But if there's other women, different races that are presenting themselves the way that you want your woman to be, you should look into it. Definitely should.
Is that why your ass is in a kimono right now?
Hey, listen. Hey. I love this kimono. I'm missing the matching pair right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like, it's like, like I don't know, like, this one, like, if me and this girl get together, like, I'm gonna be super happy. Like, I'm gonna, like, I'm already, like, crazy about her.
Oh, I know. I can already tell. This guy got a whole dragon on his back. Pause.
You know, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm really, like, crazy about her. I'm not gonna lie. So it's just like, but I'm also at the point where it's like, I'm also accepting the fact that it could not be her either. There's a good, strong case that it couldn't be her. But there's also a big possibility that it can be. And you have to look at that the same way as race. There's a good, strong chance that it might not be black women that you're going to end up with. But there's a good possibility that it can be a black woman. Life is about a game of chance. It's like you're at the casino. We're at the casino right now. You got chips. I got chips. We got chips. We are playing or gambling.
Cashing my chips and getting the fuck out of the casino. I'm not gambling shit.
Oh, so you're gonna go all, so you're telling me, so the last person, you went all in.
That's an example of me going all in.
I don't think I think you
That's an example of me going all in.
I think you still have chips. I think you still have chips.
I don't think I got no more chips, bro.
I think you have chips left.
These are my chips right here. Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Oh my gosh, you still have chips left.
I ain't got no chips left. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. This me right here. This me, my best.
What?
I'm dead ass. I am so.
That is
so dead ass.
Oh, she said, oh no.
This is the peak.
This
is the peak, and I know for a fact that I could have went further.
Exactly. So that is not your peak. That is not your best.
I know I could have pushed farther, but this is where I was right now.
Of course, that's the
setup right there.
Yeah, of course, you made it to a good point, but that's not the best. That's not the best version of you.
It took too damn long, and I've been trying to figure out how I can get back. It's not working. It's not working.
Is it not working, or is it that you're not making it work?
It's not working, period.
Maybe something in your mindset is holding you back from getting back and getting past to what that was. And that's something that you have to think about, like, what's holding me back?
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
I know. I'm spitting knowledge right now.
I don't know what to tell you.
You just have to. What you have to do. This is what I learned. What you have to do. What you have to do is you have to get a piece of paper.
Oh, I'm supposed to journal now.
No, not even that.
That shit didn't work for me at all.
Oh my, no! You're supposed to get a piece of paper. Write down what you think is holding you back. Write down what you want to do, and then study it, and see where the disconnect is going on. Why is this? Why am I not doing this pattern anymore? Okay, it could have been because of this. Or why is this what I like to do, but this is stopping me? You have to do that. You have to self-evaluate. If you don't self-evaluate, you're never going to improve yourself. You're going to stay in the same pattern that you are. Same way, like when you're making a choice. When it comes to a girl, you have to separate pros, cons, and evaluate. Is this going to be worth it to go for, or is this not going to be worth it to go for? That's what you have to do.
I gotta self-evaluate all the time, dude.
Well, then if you self-evaluate all the time...
I'm at the point where I'm tired.
Yeah, well then if you self-evaluated yourself...
I'm just tired, dude. I'm tired. That's it. I'm just tired.
So maybe you need to go take a self-vacation, rejuvenate, and then come back. That's what you have to do sometimes. Sometimes you have to get away. Because I feel like there's just a lot of stuff going on in your life that has you stressed. Like everything from like family to personal life. What you have to do, Randy, like, you have to go take that trip by yourself. You have to. Like, you have to go take that trip by yourself. And don't just go there for what you're going there for. Go there to actually enjoy the place that you're at. And focus, and, like, literally, like...
He's talking about Complex Con in California, Long Beach, baby. Come on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You need to go there and actually... enjoy yourself. Like when I went to Vegas, oh my god, yo, you saw my Snapchat. You saw how I was. Second hotel, you ain't know what it is. I got a big ass bed. You feel me? You feel me? Anybody that has me on Snapchat, they know what I'm talking about. You know, like the feeling. Like I had two hotels. You saw me. I'm living like street life with Zach and Cody. That's how I was living, you feel me? That's how I was living.
So damn.
You know?
So damn.
Living the sweet life. And I was by myself. I wasn't with anybody.
No word.
So, you know, and I came back lively. I want to go do it again. Okay, not Vegas. I do want to go back to Vegas, but like, I want to go with a group of people. Somebody needs to restrain me from gambling because I'm more into gambling now than before.
That'll be me. I'll be the correct individual to do that.
Somebody needs to take my money away in Vegas. Don't let me gamble. Because if I gamble, I'm gambling all in. You know me? Especially when blackjack comes on. Ooh, I love me some blackjack. Blackjack goes crazy. But, yeah, so honestly, you're just under a lot of stress with the last relationship, with what's going on with your family right now. And what you need to do is when you go on that trip, let go. You need to not think about anything back here. Don't think about anything back here at all. That's what I did when I took the girl that I'm interested in out on that trip. I said, listen, like I took you on the trip because I need you to get your mind off of everything back home and focus on what's going to make you better. And I think it's worked to a degree. And I think it's still working because she's still thinking about when we went on that trip, right? So, you know, you just have to, something you just have to do. Or even, when is Complex Con again?
November 18th and 19th.
November. So we're in August, September, October. Okay, so wait, you still got 4 months. So why don't you go take a trip to Montreal by yourself? Yeah.
No.
No. But why?
I'm not going there by myself.
No, go by yourself. You don't have to go to the clubs in Montreal by yourself, but go, like, the main point is that you need to go, and like you said self-care, right? You're not showing a lot of self-care right now, and self-love. Yourself. So you want somebody else, you want a girl to show self-love and self-care, and you're not even the self-love and self-care yourself. By spending more time with yourself. You're saying you want somebody, I've
been spending time with myself. The amount of...
Yes, but you're spending time with yourself around all the issues that are on your head. That's not good. Like, you could be in your room spending time with yourself, but you're still in the environment of all the issues that are going around when it comes to your family. You might be in your room by yourself, but you're still around it. That's not getting rid of it or taking it away. You're still around it, so it's still gonna be on your mind either way. Right? But when you're by yourself in a different city from where all your issues that were going on is not around you anymore, way better, clearer head. Think better, see better, better vision. Because you could actually be alone with your thoughts and not have anything bothering you. I'm telling you, go to Montreal, go off your phone, like, have your phone turned off for the weekend. And that's it. And just enjoy your weekend there. That's all you have. That's all you have to do. And I'm telling you, you're gonna feel way better. You're gonna feel refreshed and revived. Even if you go to Niagara Falls, fuck it. Forget Montreal. Go to Niagara Falls and get a hotel for yourself and enjoy yourself in Niagara Falls. When I found something that's so therapeutic, a lot of you guys should go try it yourself. What I'm gonna start doing is just renting out hotel. Even if I'm not doing anything, I would go stay at a hotel for a day or two, just by myself.
And the prices went up, huh?
That's fine. It's fine for mental health. I live in a house with 7 people right now, including me, make 7. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Right? So by me going to a hotel by myself, whether that's in Niagara, whether that's in the same city that I'm living in, just to get some peace and quiet to myself, it's worth it. Self-love. Self-love, self-care, being with yourself. Shoot, I take myself out to movies. When I tell people that, people are like, what? You take yourself out to movies? Or, okay, not that. I take myself out to dinner. By myself. Nobody else. I can go to Moxie's right now by myself. Sit there.
You going dressed like that too?
Yeah. I went to Moxie's like this with Edwin.
This nigga's cosplaying.
What? I went to Moxie's like that. Shoot.
Shout out Edwin, by the way. That's gang right there.
I take myself out to these restaurants by myself and enjoy myself. And people think, oh, you're weird for doing that. You're going to a public setting by yourself when there's other people, couples, and families. Yeah. Randy, these are all stuff that are self-care and self-love that you should do for yourself. Tell me.
Maybe.
Just no, not maybe. Give it a try. I'm telling you. Telling you. Waking up, realizing, you know what? I don't have to deal with anything today. It's just me. Me, myself. And choose a hotel that has a gym. Right? So you can wake up, sleep in a nice-ass bed. Because you know the hotel beds be cold as hell. And they be comfortable when you sleep in. Pillows fluffy. You fully well know. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know how the hell they get their pillows fluffy, but I don't know what they're doing with it. I don't know what they're doing, but sometimes you feel like you're sleeping on clouds. You feel me? Clouds. You know, imagine that. Randy, just picture this. You waking up, sleeping on a cold-ass cloud pillow bed. Refreshed. And there's a gym downstairs inside your hotel. And you have access to it. Oh my gosh. That's something you would love. No cap. You would love that. Waking up, a peaceful bed, and room service too. So you know what? Shoot. Yo, can I get some eggs? Or order whatever you need for breakfast? Yo, let me just go down to the gym and work out. What? Pool inside the hotel? What? Yo, like you have all the resources at your fingertips. Now the question is are you gonna reach for it? Or are you just gonna sit back and make excuses on not to do it?
I reach for a resource. How about that?
So you're gonna go reach for it.
We'll see what happens.
You have to make that. See, you're thinking about we'll see what happens. You have to make that decision today. Just like that Trios College video. Do it today, not tomorrow. Do it today. Make your decision today.
This guy thinks he's an Everest College, like.
Yeah.
You look like you go to the College of Anime North.
Oh, I would. Oh, I would definitely would, for sure.
This guy's taking Naruto 101. The fuck? How to be a Hokage.
Facts. And I'm just giving all these life lessons. Shoot, I might be Naruto. Fuck. Yeah. Yo, I might be Naruto. Shoot.
That's crazy.
Talk no Jitsu is going crazy right now. It's going crazy. And I can see that I'm penetrating your... Pause.
Wow! Wow!
Pause.
Nigga!
I said penetrating your mind.
Jesus Christ!
Your mind.
Then we're done here. We are done here.
I said your mind.
We are done.
I said your mind.
Fire for that.
I said your mind.
I must be mad.
I said
fire.
I'm getting to your head.
Fire.
That's what I meant.
Lord Jesus.
When I said pause. Audience, you heard me say pause. You heard me say pause.
Put up your eyepieces now. Nasty freaking. My God.
I meant that I'm getting to your mind because I know you're.
We're done here. We're done.
I know you're thinking.
We're
about
done.
What I said.
Oh my God. You are doing so well. You are doing so well.
No, but you didn't. No, because my knowledge is. It's getting to your head.
It's been another episode of the Match My Energy podcast. I'm Randy.
It's Keyshawn.
Only this man can say something so ridiculous.
I didn't mean to say
God Almighty.